When a person walks with their head down, it is not merely their gaze that falls, it is their presence that shrinks. The posture we carry is not an accident, it is a manifestation of what lies beneath the surface. A slouched back, a dropped chin, averted eyes, these are not only signs of physical fatigue, but often signs of inner retreat. Posture is the silent voice of the mind. It speaks without sound, yet everyone can hear it. In the teachings of self-mastery, nothing is ever truly external. The way you stand, walk, and sit are extensions of your state of being. To keep the spine straight, the shoulders back, and the head lifted is to declare to the world and to yourself that you are prepared to meet it fully. It is a practice that transcends physical awareness and enters into the realm of discipline and intention. Posture is a ritual, not a reaction. When you consciously align your body, you train your mind to follow. Just as a temple remains upright through the precision of its architecture, so must a human remain upright through the alignment of body and mind. And as the temple invites silence and presence, so does proper posture invite clarity and inner order. There is a reason warriors and sages throughout history have paid attention to how they sit and how they move. In every step lies awareness, and in every breath lies the opportunity to return to form. A body that is aligned is a mind that is not scattered. A lifted head is not just for observation, it is for orientation. It shows you where the horizon is. We live in a world that often tries to pull us forward into anxiety or drag us backward into regret. A grounded posture, anchored in the now, is the resistance to both. It is the quiet defiance against being ruled by circumstances. It is the declaration that even if uncertainty exists, you will face it with your full height. Slouching invites collapse, not just physically, but emotionally. Over time, the habit of lowering your gaze becomes a habit of lowering your expectations. Keeping your head up becomes a daily reminder that you are still willing, still capable, and still on the path. You don't wait for confidence to come before you lift your posture. You lift your posture so that confidence has a place to enter. The body is wise and it remembers. What you repeat, it turns into default. And so, when you choose every day to sit upright, to walk tall, and to breathe fully, you're not pretending to be strong. You are training yourself to become it. Posture is not performance. It is preparation. The present moment is the only place where real work happens. Often we underestimate the value of a single act done today because we do not immediately see the outcome. But just as a stone is shaped not by one blow, but by thousands, your future is sculpted by repeated effort. The strength you wish to carry in the future must be trained into the body and mind now, with patience and constancy. Each action you take is like laying a brick, and though one brick may seem insignificant, over time, it becomes a wall, a shelter, a temple. This is how a life of purpose is built, not in grand declarations, but in simple, steady labor. Today's effort may not be glamorous, but it is sacred because it lays the groundwork for something greater than comfort. When people speak of destiny, they often look far ahead, as if fate is waiting at the end of a road. But in truth, destiny is created in the smallest decision to return to your practice, to correct your posture, to breathe through the discomfort. Every moment of discipline becomes a seed that your future self will one day harvest. It is easy to delay effort under the illusion of more time, but delay is often disguised resistance. The longer you wait to build, the more fragile your foundation becomes. Life is not asking for perfection, but for presence. When you show up fully today, even in your imperfection, you strengthen the roots that will hold you upright in the storms ahead. The fruits of effort do not appear on the same day you plant the seed. But do not be misled by the silence of growth. Under the surface, transformation is taking place. The body is adapting, the mind is expanding, the spirit is stabilizing. It is in this invisible unfolding that true change is formed. Just as a craftsman repeats his movements until they become art, so must we repeat our disciplines until they become character. Effort is not only about achieving a goal, it is about shaping who we become in the process. The future is not a place you arrive at randomly. It is a structure built from every choice you make today. Many seek shortcuts, hoping to bypass the discomfort of effort. But anything earned without labor is often shallow, unable to support weight when life becomes heavy. The foundation that holds steady is the one mixed with sweat, grounded in humility, and reinforced by repetition. The more you respect the effort, the more durable your future becomes. If you want clarity tomorrow, begin practicing attention today. If you want strength later, embrace challenge now. If you want peace ahead, learn how to sit with discomfort in this moment. Every effort you invest today is a quiet act of service to the version of you who is still on the way when adversity arrives. It often feels like the world is pressing against you, as if the road has ended and you've reached a wall too high to climb. But what feels like the end is rarely so. Adversity is not a stop sign. It is a mirror reflecting not the limits of your path, but the limits of your current perspective. In the moment of struggle, it is not the obstacle itself that defines you, but the manner in which you choose to face it. The mind seeks comfort, and adversity threatens that comfort. But the purpose of the path is not comfort. It is transformation. If you only walk when the path is clear, you will never learn to lead yourself through fog. Difficult moments are not interruptions to the journey. They are part of the training. They reveal what needs strengthening, what needs shedding, and what is truly unshakable within you. We are conditioned to retreat when pain arrives. But pain is not punishment. It is feedback. It calls you back to awareness, to presence, to clarity. To run from pain is to run from your own awakening. Just as the body strengthens by meeting resistance, so too does the spirit expand through pressure. What you avoid controls you, but what you confront transforms you. Adversity teaches humility because it shows you that strength is not about domination but about endurance. It teaches patience because resolution does not come in haste. It teaches stillness because panic does not clear the path, it only clouds it. Those who keep walking during adversity do not do so because it is easy, but because they have understood that ease was never the goal. When storms arrive, the impulse is often to wait for them to pass. But sometimes you must walk through the storm, not to be heroic, but to remember that you are capable. Growth does not happen in still water. It is the turbulence that tests the depth of your presence. It is through adversity that the quiet foundations of your practice are brought to the surface. Every obstacle carries within it an invitation to deepen your breath, to anchor your posture, to sharpen your focus. The mountain before you is not there to block your way. It is there to draw out a version of you that knows how to climb. In this way, adversity does not stop you. It summons you. Some lessons cannot be learned in comfort. They require discomfort to activate the inner resources that would otherwise remain dormant. Adversity pulls from you qualities you didn't know you possess: resilience, discernment, inner calm. These qualities are not given, they are uncovered through trial. What challenges you also reveals you. Rather than asking why adversity has come, begin to ask what it is asking of you. Is it teaching you to slow down, to let go of control, to listen more deeply? Adversity may change the pace, but it does not cancel the direction. Many people believe the future is a distant point, something yet to arrive, something disconnected from who they are now. But this is an illusion created by the restless mind. The truth is, your future self already exists. In every choice, every breath, every intention you hold in this moment. The person you are becoming is not waiting for you ahead on the path. It is unfolding through you now. You do not become wise one day simply by age. You do not become strong just by passing through time. Wisdom, strength, clarity, these are not delivered to you by the calendar. They are built through presence. The thoughts you choose to dwell in, the habits you repeat, and the emotions you feed are the tools you are using to sculpt your future self. Whether consciously or unconsciously, the question is not, what will I be in 5 years? But rather, what am I doing today that echoes into that version of me? Every act of patience, every practice of discipline, every moment of stillness becomes part of the fabric of that future identity. You are writing the future not in grand gestures, but in quiet repetition. To live with this understanding is to take responsibility for the now. You realize that what you avoid today, your future self will have to carry. And what you face with honesty today, your future self will be freed from. You are either planting seeds of peace or seeds of regret. Either way, something will grow, and you will have to live within it. When you sit in silence today, when you train the body today, when you breathe through difficulty today, you are not simply enduring, you are shaping. The stillness you cultivate now becomes the resilience your future self will draw from. The effort you make to rise early, to remain focused, to walk with intention, these are the bricks that pave the way forward. Your future self is not formed by chance, but by choice. And choice always lives in the present. Even in moments of doubt or fatigue, you can choose a single step aligned with your values. These small alignments accumulate, and over time, they transform the one who practices them. Identity is not fixed. It is continuously forged. There is a quiet power in realizing that you are not just living for today's comfort, but for tomorrow's stability. This awareness does not create pressure. It creates direction. It gives weight to your actions, meaning to your time, and presence to your movements. To act with the future in mind is to live with maturity and to walk with awareness in every breath. You carry the blueprint of who you can become. To live carelessly is to give that blueprint away, but to live deliberately is to construct a self that can face life with dignity, with presence, and with grace. There is a kind of work that makes no noise, receives no applause, and offers no immediate reward. It happens in solitude, behind closed doors, and often in stillness. This is the quiet work, the repetition of discipline, the refinement of thoughts, the soft but steady reordering of your inner world. While the world rushes toward visibility, true transformation begins in the invisible. It is easy to become impatient when the results are not obvious. The mind, conditioned by speed and distraction, wants signs of progress, measurements, proof. But the deepest shifts often occur in silence. Just as roots grow beneath the surface before a tree ever emerges, the quiet work builds what cannot yet be seen. To trust the quiet work is to trust yourself. It is to believe that your efforts matter even when no one notices. Every breath taken with awareness, every decision made with integrity, every moment of stillness you allow yourself, these are not wasted. They are signals to the self that you are serious about your path. The body does not shout when it becomes stronger. It simply moves with more ease. The mind does not make noise when it becomes clearer. It simply reacts with more precision. This is the evidence of the quiet work. It does not announce itself, but it changes everything. Many abandon their discipline too soon, not because it fails, but because they cannot yet feel its fruits. But the essence of inner practice is patience. The shift from reaction to reflection, from chaos to clarity, happens one breath at a time, and the quieter the work, the more powerful its result becomes. Silence is not inactivity. Stillness is not laziness. These are tools of refinement. When you sit in quiet, you are not doing nothing. You are observing. You are listening. You are shaping a state of being that can hold more than just noise and movement. You are learning to respond rather than react. There is humility in trusting the quiet work, because it means letting go of external validation. No one sees the hours of repetition, the uncomfortable choices, the steady return to practice. But you see it, and what you see in yourself becomes what you build. The quiet work is not for recognition. It is for readiness. The tree that bends with the wind does not resist because it is weak, but because it is trained by seasons of stillness. So too, the person who trusts in quiet work becomes unshaken not through force, but through familiarity with calm and constancy.